Yeah, I feel like tobacco and weed are like, I'm saying, used the most used herbs or smoking whatever the fuck to like, you know what I'm saying? But like, they're just too fucking strong, bro. Like, in my opinion, the motherfuckers is too strong, and you know, because like I said, I'm trying to smoke the legal herbs or whatever like that. There wasn't like enough, whatchamacallit, like the base they use for these herbs or whatever, they tend to like not be that like strong enough. You know what I'm saying? At least cause I said that only because when I was smoking like weed or whatever like that, I'm saying real THC weed and shit. Like doing that made it really like hard for like, you know what I'm saying, me to like really intake anything else. I say that now because before after that I was smoking like legal herbs, and I was like, okay, legal herbs. At the time I was thinking like legal herbs are good for like, you know what I'm saying, legal herbs are good for, you know what I'm saying, like getting off of weed and getting off tobacco and shit. At the time I said that shit only because I was smoking a lot of weed and my body was full of THC and shit, and I grew a tolerance. And then, you know what I'm saying, like, I end up fucking, like, I end up, like, smoking this other shit, and it wasn't strong. So it was like, I was like, damn, but, so, that's what I'm thinking. But now I'm smoking CBD only, and I haven't smoked THC in, like, a while. It's not, like, enough to be like, all right, I got tolerance. It's not the other time I was smoking THC, and I switched over to CBD, but, like, gradually. Like, I bought some CBD here and there. Then I just started smoking CBD completely by itself. But CBD for me was not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess that one guy said on YouTube, like, I was buying a lot of that shit, but at the same time, like, it's not that I feel like I was buying a lot. I just felt like I was chasing the high because of the certain chemicals that are similar. I mean, weed and CBD are the same thing, honestly. They're both the marijuana plant. You have to understand, like, regular weed, or the weed that everybody buys and shit, the gas, whatever it's called, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is, like, literally just genetically modified hemp. You know what I'm saying? From, like, the 70s and shit, and the 60s. Those are, like, the realest plants. Like, the Jamaicans would say lamb's bread and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what people always talk about the OG, because that's, like, the original shit. They genetically modified to be higher in THC chemicals. They do a lot of times with the fruits and vegetables that are GMOs, you know what I'm saying, they're higher in sugar and shit, you know what I mean, and certain terpene flavors are probably not even, but I'm talking about flavors and shit that can, you know what I'm saying, they genetically modify these things, you know what I'm saying, to do this shit, and so that's the reason why, so CBD is a chemical in the marijuana plant that they actually, like, heightened in this one, in what they call now, 2020, hemp, you know what I'm saying. And marijuana is high in THC. So, this is what we're doing. Humans do this stuff. Hybrids, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bananas are like barely even, you know what I mean? Watermelons, wild watermelons, all this stuff is like barely even like fat and big and watery and juicy. But, anyways. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's like, I can't wait to like get these honey buns or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And try them out, whatever like that. But I don't really think like my business idea right now is like different from like any others, you know what I'm saying? I guess it'll be more like stylistic, basically. Like I could really like put my name on it type thing, you know what I'm saying? Like stamp of approval via artisticness and stuff like that. I like exotic things, you know what I mean? Or things that have a functionality, more than one functionality and stuff like that. But I don't really know exactly what separates my business from other people's businesses. At least right now, like in the idea, I don't know about pricing and stuff like that, but what I could say here is that, you know what I'm saying, the only thing I could say that really like, maybe could be a difference is really just the products I'm using, because a lot of people use kind of the same old products. They use rose, lavender, chamomile, you know what I'm saying, like blue lotus, all these type of like, what else, there's a skull cap, some mug something, I can't remember, but those are like, average. Like I want to use like 3 different herbs, especially herbs from Africa. I want to really advertise this as Africa, you know what I'm saying, like mystical, voodoo, earthy, earthy vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I'm trying to market this in the earthy, you know what I'm saying, mystical voodoo type vibes. I'm not trying to really go all over the place like I'm all Rastafarian, all sunshine and around trees and love. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this is out of my works are coming from the occult, and I bring towards the light. You know what I'm saying? Or I take from what's on the light and show you the means behind it. You know what I'm saying? So like, a part of this is just a part of me, and I just really want to like give to the people something that's more mystical, but at the same time beneficial. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you something that's therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? That's medicinal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to heal you, but it's a crutch. It helps. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to advertise it as something that you use to fight addiction. I really want to advertise it as something that's beneficial to your life. Something that you could just add on to your life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to... So basically, in other words, like if you smoke, you know what I'm saying, tobacco or weed right now, you know what I'm saying, you could take this, you know what I'm saying, mix it with your weed, put it in a bong or a pipe, smoke that shit. Or if you roll blunts or joints, you can put a little bit of this in there, and it'll add on this flavor terpene. Because I used to do the same thing. I had CBD, and I used to like... I found some roses. I used to work right next to this... Really, I used to work, but, you know, I was right next to this fucking, like, rose plant, and that's when it's like, you know, I decided to, you know, use the rose plant one day, go home and then I think I left it in my car in the sun and it kind of dried up, and I was thinking like, maybe I can put this in my joint right now, you know what I'm saying? I think it was a blunt. Yeah, I was like, I put it in my blunt right now and see what's up. You know, I had a nice little tobacco leaf, rolled up some CBD weed. I think it was THC, but I can't remember. Either way, and I put like, you know what I'm saying, red petals I cut up in there, and it was like, it just gave us this robust, you know what I'm saying, sweet, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, because I don't want to say like, cherry, watermelon, it just reminds you of red, like some type of like rose type of coloring, I don't know, but the flavor was like sweet and, you know, but it just made me feel like some type of red drink, like something you would buy like from like a dollar store or something like that. But at the same time, it had that robust. It was almost kind of like red wine. You know what I'm saying? Almost like, you know, the sweet red wines. That's type of like taste, flavoring, feeling. If that makes sense. So that's how that shit was. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's what I'm basically trying to basically sell on that shit. Because I can't sell weed. You know what I'm saying? Legally. Where I'm at and what's going on, and I don't really think I can. The business is so, you know. But I do think, like, you know what I'm saying, that I will be able to, you know, I think I will be able to, you know what I'm saying, like, sell these herbs, because that's what I was smoking at first anyways. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a herbalist, and it's like, you sit here and you get caught up when you're young and you don't really have a focused mind because all these distractions with people try to distract you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's really what I'll be thinking. So, yeah, you know, I'm just trying to, like, you know, do that thing, you know what I'm saying? So, that's pretty much where that's looking like, you know? It's like, I'm trying to basically, like, you know, set it up where, like, that's how pretty much the feeling behind it, you know what I'm saying? And really, I'm just trying to, like, give it to the people in the sense of, like, coming from some type of like mystical, and mystical is really the word I'm looking for, you know what I'm saying? The mystical way of it, just by smoking, the smoking experience, and also getting some type of benefit out of it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it calms you down, has certain effects or whatever that, you know what I'm saying, make you feel some type of way. That are positive, so you know what I'm saying? So, it's pretty much what I'm trying to do, you know, so, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that's like, You know what I mean? Enough. Because I feel like the people that sell these herbals, they just kind of like mythological. I don't know what I'm doing for, but they're like, sound like that. Everything sounds like a myth to them. They don't really know for sure, like, if you smoke this, how will it make you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? They just be trying to smoke it because of, like, stupid shit. Like, oh, I heard that, you know, these properties and the shamans and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we're on some shaman shit, though. But real shaman shit. Not just like, oh, I got some lavender and I'm going to smoke it. And, like, does it even, like, have the effects? Like, that's what I'm looking for. It's more of the effects. I'm looking for the effect. I'm looking for the effect, and not only effect, a combination of effect, or just results anyways. Like, I want, of course, an herb that you smoke, literally smoke, and it releases a chemical, just like weed does, or tobacco, that makes you, you know what I'm saying, reduce your anxiety and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're looking for, like, everything, the risks, everything, you know what I'm saying? Not just the benefits, but also the risks, too, like, you know? So, I just really want to be, like, informative about what I'm doing. I'm giving to the people, and I want to give people to people, not something that's like, you know what I mean, the most basic, you know what I'm saying, level of shit. I want to give them something that's like, that not everybody else has, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what I'm thinking about right now, because I already have like a list of herbs. I'm learning about them every day, like I'm researching them, so that's what I'm basically like trying to do. That's what I think separates my business from everybody else's, most of the market, because the market is pretty flooded. But I don't think it's too flooded. I think it's like flooded, but it's not like, I'm not really seeing people that are like doing it in a certain way that I feel like they should be doing it. Like in a sense where like they're giving you the information about it, you know what I'm saying? And like for example, somebody like taught you about tobacco, right? Like I have learned about tobacco. There's places you can go to go buy tobacco. You know what I'm saying? Same thing via weed and shit like that, you know? So that's why I'm just like trying to sit here and think like, okay, like, you know, what's the best things I can do for y'all? Because I'm not really trying to sit here and have y'all sit. Because the thing about it is, if you get, I'm not going to tell you to go smoke skullcap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you to go smoke skullcap. I'm going to like have it for you the way you want to have it. You know what I'm saying? Already cut up, grounded, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? In there for you. So that's really what I'm like trying to harp on, you know? So, yeah, that's what I think separates my business from other people's businesses. The fact that I'm gonna have like more a different style, where it's not just like this plant, you know, hippie type of vibe, but it's more of a mystical vibe. You know what I'm saying? Something that's more honorable and traditional, and kind of like out there, but not out there. And I want the, you know what I'm saying, the product to speak for itself in a sense of that way too. Like, you know, and all this is gonna be basic though, very very basic, but at the same time, like I still want it to be like, you know, at a certain level. So yeah, I feel like tobacco and weed are like, you know what I'm saying, the most used herbs, or smoking whatever the fuck, to like, you know what I'm saying, but like they're just too fucking strong, bro. Like, you know, in my opinion, the motherfuckers is too strong. And you know, because like I said, I was trying to smoke the legal herbs or whatever like that. You know, there wasn't like enough, whatchamacallit, like the base they use for these herbs or whatever, they tend to like not be that like strong enough, you know what I'm saying? At least I said that only because when I was smoking like weed or whatever like that, I'm saying real THC weed and shit, like doing that made it really like hard for like, you know what I'm saying, me to like really intake anything else. I say that now because before, after that, I was smoking like legal herbs, and I was like, okay, legal herbs. At the time, I was thinking like legal herbs are good for like, you know what I'm saying? Legal herbs are good for, you know what I'm saying, like getting off of weed and getting off tobacco and shit. At the time I said that shit only because I was smoking a lot of weed and my body was full of THC and shit, and I grew a tolerance. And then, you know what I'm saying, like, I ended up fucking, like, you know, I ended up, like, smoking this other shit, and it wasn't strong, so it was like, you know, I was like, damn, you know, but, so, that's what I'm thinking, but now I'm smoking CBD only, and I haven't smoked THC in, like, a while. It's not, like, enough to be like, oh, I got tolerance, It reminded me of the time I was smoking THC and I switched over to CBD, but like gradually. Like I bought some CBD here and there. Then I just started smoking CBD completely by itself. But CBD for me was not like, you know what I'm saying? Like I guess that one guy said on YouTube, like I was buying a lot of that shit, but at the same time, like it's not that I feel like I was buying a lot. I just felt like I was chasing the high because of the certain chemicals that are similar. I mean, you know, weed and CBD are the same thing, honestly. They're both a marijuana plant. You have to understand, like, regular weed or the weed that everybody buys and shit, the gas, whatever it's called, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is, like, literally just genetically modified hemp. You know what I'm saying? From, like, the 70s and shit, and the 60s. They're, like, the realest plants. Like, you know, the Jamaicans would say lamb's bread and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what people always talk about the OG, because that's, like, the original shit. They genetically modified to be higher in THC chemicals. Just like they do a lot of times with the fruits and vegetables that are